Fum de la grasa, nigga.
Feel like the one, feeling it stuck. This ain't no rock, that's diamond in the cup. Light on my shoulders, I'm getting them rough. Money don't fold up, I feel like Pac in the tub. Showered in gold chains, knots on me. They got the slices, I stay with the block of cheese. Broccoli pressure, both cost me 43. Hey, I stay in my lane, don't fuck with no one. Fuck with no one. Whoa. If you mad, hold your horses, I'm still going up. You cannot stop it, just sit back and watch it. I pull up in different whips, yeah, I got options. Don't play with that sneak dissing, boy, you trotters. They see me in person, they wanna talk about it. I feel like I'm, who you feel like? I feel like I'm pocking the tub with the chains on. Whole lot of gold. They want me to turn it down, I gotta stay on and never go out. We ain't dimming the lights, no. Going out like their bikes. 12 o'clock, everybody eating over here. Having more than one bite. Only the team get to play. Why? Only the team get to stay. Yeah. Silver spoon where they were with me. Dogs aggressive like they never ate. Savages. I was too quiet on the other side. Where they at? But I know they ain't plotting. Fuck with me, you die. No, I ain't playing. Telling me what? Don't.
Yo. What's going on, y'all? My name is Marcus Rosa, a.k.a. Mazuma TV, a.k.a. your grandmother favorite, a.k.a. him. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful day, man. I hope y'all have a blessed, beautiful night as well, man. Shout out to the nation. Shout out to the mile. We back in the building, man. Back at y'all. My first live in a couple days, I believe. I don't even remember the last time I went live. You know, I've been staying consistent with the content for the most part, man. Shout out to Mazuma TV Clips for helping me out on that end. You know what I mean? It's just been a real eventful weekend and week following, man. I just moved into my new place. You know what I mean? Getting some, I got like all these cardboard boxes out of the way and shit like that, man. I gotta get the TV mounted, my second TV mounted and all that good stuff. But this house is about to be a home nonetheless, man. I'm extremely thankful for that. Shout out to my boy Lorenzo, first one commented in the building. He said, "Here, what's going on, Lorenzo? What's up? What's up? Legendary Ant, what's going on?" I'm not familiar with that name, but welcome to the channel, my brother. I hope you stick around, you know what I mean? So we can talk about this boxing here. You know what I'm saying? We got 11 people in the building, man. Hit the like button as soon as you come in. You know what I mean? It definitely helps out the channel a whole lot, man. I think we only got like one like right now. Please run that up if y'all haven't already. Kevin Corrant, what's going on? He says, salute to the brother Mazuma TV. Yo, salute to you, my brother. I appreciate you coming on. Texas 16 South, he said, fire that gas up. I don't smoke, I don't drink, my brother, but you know what I mean? I understand what vibe you coming from, you know what I'm saying? I got me a big old plate, you know what I mean, that the wifey just gave me, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna just enjoy that while I'm doing this live. Most likely it's gonna get cold, but it is what it is. Mazuma TV Clips, he says Zuma. Yeah. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, definitely hit the like. Oh, Legendary Ant says new sub. Appreciate that very much, man. Big Dre in the building. What's up? What's up? I think I just saw you over on Claymore Rain live, man. I was just chopping it up with him over there, bro. If y'all did not see Claymore Rain's live that he just put up, I don't know if he's still on or what, but he had Nonito doing there along with his wife Rachel, man. They had a great dialogue, man. I spoke my piece just a little bit, man. I was just listening and learning from the legend. You feel what I mean? So if you haven't checked that out, go check it out, man. Claymore Rain doing big things. Who do you know under 1K subscribers is pulling in a legend like Nonito Donaire, man? Ain't too many. You feel what I mean? So that's just what it is, man. So shout out to Claymore Rain, man. I'm loving how he's growing. And I'm glad that he took my advice to start taking YouTube serious, man, because he's a great contribution to the YouTube boxing community. You know what I mean? And I'm very thankful to have met him. And I'm appreciative of him coming around. You know what I mean? Very wise dude right there. Damn, Malik, why you unsubscribe from Clay? Come on, man. Don't do that. That's the homie right there, man. You can't unsubscribe from that, man. That's that dude right there. He ain't do nothing to you, man. Damn, these subscribers be rough, boy. What you mean? What you mean Clay went off? What happened? Did I miss something? Like y'all saying this? Y'all saying this like in a good way, or he like you saying he snapped out on the live? Cause he a well-mannered dude. What y'all mean by that? Oh, okay. You're saying his live did good. Oh, okay, cool. All right, he just signed off, so most likely he gonna slide on Harry. I mean, that's the homie right there. Go check out his channel, man. I don't, yo, listen. Sometimes, we get notifications. Sometimes we don't. I don't know exactly what's going on with that. I didn't even get notified about Claymore's live, but I just so happened to be looking and I seen that he went live, so I went on there to support. You feel what I mean? But shout out to Anonymous in the building. You know what I mean? We definitely in here. Anonymous is a loyal dude, man. Loyal to the soil. You gotta appreciate people like him. You gotta hold people like him close. You know what I mean? That's a good dude right there, man. Always rocking out for the brand, always rocking out for the nation. You know what I mean? Shout out to Anonymous, you feel me? But we got some things that we need to talk about, man. We got 20 people in the building. If you could hit the like button, it is very much appreciated, man. I want to get into a real serious, real man-to-man talk about Ryan Garcia. And this might be an uncomfortable conversation for a lot of people. You know what I mean? We're not really going to talk too much about boxing. I ain't going to lie to you. So if you want to hear about how good somebody's jab is or who has the better ring IQ, listen, I done made tons of videos explaining my thoughts on the Ryan Garcia Devin Haney fight and the possibility of Arnold Barbosa. If y'all want to go check out if you want to hear about the boxing, historian talk or just analytical side, man, just check out my previous videos, man. My apologies. But today I'm gonna get on a real serious subject because I feel like this is something that a lot of men get uncomfortable speaking about. You feel what I mean? And that's what's going on with Ryan Garcia. So if y'all haven't been really catching up with Ryan Garcia, okay. Where the rest of the OGs at? I don't know what you mean by that. What you mean by that, Clips? He need to stop drinking, to be honest. Yeah, but let's talk about Ryan Garcia, right? So if you haven't been keeping up with Ryan Garcia, man, he's been in these last week or so, you know what I mean? Or more specifically, these last couple days, Ryan Garcia has been showing signs of somebody who is struggling with mental health issues. You know what I mean? We could date back to way before he fought Devin Haney. He had to take a break from boxing momentarily to improve his mental health. You know what I mean? He was struggling. He was having some type of deficiency going on. He realized it, so he took a break away from boxing in order to get himself in order. You know what I mean? And since then, he seems like he's been on the straight and narrow in terms of handling his mental health well and just staying positive and things of that nature. But ever since this fight has been official, it seems like Ryan Garcia has completely just slipped. You know what I mean? Like he this boy just went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs out of nowhere, man. It's a sad thing to see. It started with the whole thing with walking away from the negotiations with Devin Haney. Then he comes back to the Devin Haney negotiations, right? Makes the fight happen. He has the first press conference. We noticed there's some little slight things that he's doing that's slightly concerning with the nose twitching and the lost voice and stuff like that, but we disregarded it, you know what I mean? Because we gave Ryan Garcia the benefit of the doubt. Going into that LA press conference, it seems like that's when everything just completely got out of hand. You feel what I mean? And Anonymous said Ryan is self-destructing. That's exactly what it looks like, in my opinion, man. We definitely see eye to eye there. Legendary and we're gonna get to that. I'm leading up into that right now. So then he goes into after the LA press conference. He lets off a series of tweets saying some really extremely concerning things. Speaking from the perspective of a demon, saying that his throat was slit and R.I.P. Ryan. And there was a lot of people that were speculating that he had gotten hacked. But in the video that he had posted saying this demonic things, you could clearly see his face in it, and he looks like he's running around somewhere. And then a little bit later on, he says that he has no access to his phone was taken away, his cards were locked, he wasn't in access to any of his money. And in all honesty, really thinking about that situation, it sounds like that's something they do to somebody when they 302 them. You know what I mean? Or put them in like a mental health facility or something like that, like a psychiatric facility. That's usually what they do to people. You know what I mean? They take away they stuff and they just have them focus on their mental health. And it seems like that's what's been going on. Ryan Garcia, he isn't really specifying on who they are and what they is doing to him. He feels like he's getting taken advantage of. You know what I mean? I don't really know what's going on with Ryan Garcia, but in all honesty, this doesn't sound like these thoughts and tweets that he's putting out in the world don't seem to be coming from somebody who's healthy from a mental standpoint. Shout out to Texas 16 South. He said some gas money, youngster. I know you can't buy nothing to eat up north worth $20. yo, everything is expensive up here, man. Bro, I just did a little bit of like food shopping and buying some new things for the apartment, bro. Almost came up $300 and my cart wasn't even halfway full. I'm like, Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? But yeah, I appreciate that very much, man. I appreciate you supporting the channel and contributing to the growth of this channel, man. Because best believe the super chats that I got was able to get me this MacBook right here. You know what I mean? I'm definitely going to start improving some things and bringing more quality content to the people, man. So I appreciate you donating to a good cause. You feel me? So there's that. You know, there was also situations where Ryan Garcia was saying that 99% of the stuff that he was doing was trolling and stuff like that, and that he had things under control and that he was training, putting some videos up with Derrick James. But ever since Ryan Garcia has been coming out saying these things like demonic things and his family coming out voicing their concerns about him, like his ex-wife that he just recently divorced, saying that he's heavily oppressed and that he needs all the prayers he could get. Well, let's just talk all of that, man. Ryan Garcia, I think that this is past trolling at this point. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I think it's past trolling at this point. Because in all honesty, if this was just off of promoting the fight, I don't think that he would have taken it this far. I don't think that he would be speaking from a demonic point of view. I don't think that he'll be mentioning the things on here, the R word, you know what I mean, that I can't really say on this channel because it will be taken down because it is that sensitive of a topic. He's talking about that he had experienced that unfortunate situation when he was 2 years old. And he said this on Andrew Tate's live that he experienced that unfortunate situation when he was 2 years old. You know what I mean? And he said that he witnessed the same thing happening to other kids, that they brought him to the woods and stuff like that. And in all honesty, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. That sounds like I mean, who knows? You know what I mean? I don't know exactly what his situation is or what he got going on. But you know, this sounds like the point of view of a schizophrenic. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie to you. It sounds like a perspective from a schizophrenic. And I know that because I've dealt with people, I've dealt with close family members that have experienced this. You know what I mean? My mom had a best friend growing up her entire life, bro. She was around before I was even thought of. And I looked at her as an aunt. She was that close to my mom. You know what I mean? I was close with her kids and stuff like that. I looked at them like cousins. You know what I mean? She had experienced some traumatic things back to back in terms of losing family members. And ever since then, she was never the same. You know what I mean? She was never the same. And it was situations where she was saying that she was seeing things and she would do certain things. And, you know, she had she had been put in psychiatric wards multiple times and not staying up on her medication. So she'll look, one day she'll be cool with you, and then the next day she's looking at you like a threat or possibly trying to hurt you. Just not doing very well. And Ryan Garcia, it seems like he's experienced some similar things where he has like an extreme sense of paranoia within himself. It seems like he's making it seem like everybody is against him or want to do things to him. You know what I mean? And I highly doubt that his family is going about it that way with him. It seems like they're very concerned about him. They're saying to pray for him. And they're probably the ones that's responsible for taking away his phone. Even though he's still posting on social media, somehow they're taking his phone and, you know, not allowing him to be in control of his finances at this time, because everybody knows he's not doing well, man. This is past trolling. This is past promoting the fight. And in all honesty, the way that Ryan Garcia has been behaving these last couple of days is actually hurting the fight. You know what I mean? It's like demoting the fight in a way, because what the antics that Ryan Garcia is doing, all it's doing is discouraging boxing fans from wanting to see this fight anymore. There's people in the comments like, yo, Ryan Garcia is going to get smoked by Devin Haney, or this fight's not even going to be competitive, or yo, like, is Ryan fit to fight? Like, there's people that's more concerned about Ryan Garcia now than they are excited to see him face Devin Haney. You know what I mean? And it's an unfortunate situation for Devin Haney, because Devin Haney has been waiting for these type of opportunities for a long time, in terms of getting like a fight that could really put him out there and really give him the recognition that he's been looking for. He's been getting some legacy-defining fights, you know, became undisputed, defended against Loma and beat Kambosos twice. Like, he's done some historic things. But in terms of getting that marquee name that'll really put him on the map, you could tell that he really wanted this. He was locked in, and he was extremely confident and, you know, slowly but surely preparing for Ryan Garcia, just waiting for his moment. But it seems like it's slowly but surely dipping away, man. I'm not going to lie to you, man. I think within the next couple of days, in my opinion, I think that they'll be announcing that Ryan Garcia is going to be pulled out of the April 20th card. I'll be extremely shocked if this fight follows through and we actually see both of them in the ring April 20th. And if it turns out that all these things are gimmicks, man, all it's going to do is just make Ryan Garcia look like a terrible person at the end of the day. It's going to make him look like he'll do anything for clout. You know what I mean? And I hope he's not one of them dudes. I know he loves social media. I know he's infatuated with social media and things like that. Like, you could tell that he makes a good amount of his money through social media. It's a very important tool for him. But if he were to go that far just to get some eyes on him, or to bring some type of attention to the fight, then bro, I think his stock is gonna drop dramatically from this situation, because mental health issues and stuff like that, that's nothing to play with. You know what I mean? And then you claim to be a devout Christian, so if you were to sit here and go against your religion and start speaking from the perspective of the devil, that's also absolutely crossing the line, depending on who you're talking to. You know what I mean? So yeah, so that's just that's very concerning. You know what I mean? Very concerning. And I hope that he's not just clout chasing right now, or just, you know, getting some type of publicity, because that's the wrong publicity to get. And I understand that quote that all publicity is good publicity. But I'm one of those who actually disagrees with that. I actually think that all money ain't good money. And if you know what I'm saying, you know. You feel me? So, you know, I've dealt with people who have had these similar type issues, and bro, it sounds identical. It sounds identical, man. Hopefully, Ryan Garcia is able to get the help that he needs. You know, take the medicine that he needs to take, because obviously he's not well up there. You know what I mean? And maybe that thing that he said that he experienced when he was 2 years old, I'm not gonna say the word on here. You know what I mean? 4-letter word starting with R. But that's something that he really experienced, and he claims it happened. He had experienced it through a family member. So, which is very, very graphic. You know what I mean? It's very upsetting to hear. That's nothing that I really take to be funny or anything like that. I've seen people laughing about it on social media, and I got a son. You know what I mean? I got a son that's about to be 9 months old and a week from now. You feel me? So with that being known, it's like I wouldn't know what to do if somebody even attempted to do something like that. You know what I mean? God forbid my son ever experiences something like that. So for a 2-year-old to experience it, that's I don't even know how to describe that. Like that brings me a type of emotion I never want to feel as a man. You feel me? So if he's lying about all of that, which I really don't think he's lying anymore, I think that this is like him just spilling out. I think that was him just letting one of his traumatic experiences out of the closet for us to know. You know what I mean? And but what's really odd about this whole situation is that he's not really getting into specifics. When he had done that chat, when he did that live stream, I guess, with Andrew Tate on Twitter, you know what I mean? I think it's called Space or something like that. Andrew Tate was trying to get like the specifics out of him. He wanted Ryan Garcia to specify what he was speaking about, but he refused to do so. And he actually had gotten up out of there pretty quick. He had said some random things, just spewing out just some random shit. and then goes on to, not explain himself. You feel what I mean? And then when Andrew was really trying to get an understanding where he was coming from, he had gotten up out of there. So obviously, it seems like his mind is so caught up in, spiraling so much out of control that he's not able to really answer a question directly. You know what I mean? Answer a question clearly. You know what I mean? Grasp like an understanding of what's being asked to him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's an unfortunate situation, man. I really hope that all of that shit subsides. And I don't know how they're gonna be able to reverse this from the promotion, because let's say Ryan Garcia does face Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Let's say, wait, what's that say? Dope 11B over here. What that mean? What that mean? Nah, but anyway, damn, I forgot what I was even talking about. Oh no, that's what I was gonna say. I think that there's no way for us to really. Oh, okay. Military talk. Okay, that's what's up. Shout out to the military, man. Shout out to y'all putting that work in for the country. You feel what I mean? Shout out to y'all. But I think that this whole situation with Ryan Garcia is becoming such like consistent theme with him just going off the walls, just going ape shit crazy, that it's gonna be hard to take it away from this promotion now. You know what I mean? It's almost as if, like, let's say Ryan Garcia does step in the ring and Devin Haney dominates, stops him, or beats him, whatever the situation may be. They're not gonna give Devin Haney his credit, because they're gonna claim that Ryan Garcia wasn't there 100% mentally. You know what I mean? So it just sounds like excuse, like a built-in excuse. You feel what I mean? So is it even worth Devin Haney taking this chance? I mean, is it gonna do some numbers? Yeah. Is he gonna get paid? Yeah. But is he gonna get the respect that comes as a result of defeating Devin Haney? It doesn't seem like it, because at the end of the day, we see that Ryan Garcia tripping. He's not well. You know what I mean? And I think that he's at the point where he's like bound to do some really crazy things, or might possibly harm somebody. You know what I mean? Because Ryan Garcia is an elite athlete in the sport of boxing. Who's to say that he won't act erratically if something were to trigger him? You know what I mean? So it just sounds like this boy Ryan just ready to crash out. And if he makes it into the ring and Devin Haney does something to him or significantly hurts him or something like that, people not gonna really give Devin his applause for it. You feel me? So it is what it is, man. I don't know what to really say anymore about the situation. I'm ready to move past it, or until some new information comes out. But as of right now, man, it just seems like Devin's just gonna have to focus on Arnold Barbosa, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that he just need to lock in on Arnold Barbosa. And I'm saying that because Golden Boy is even anticipating Ryan Garcia finding a way out of this fight, man. They clearly don't trust Ryan Garcia and his intentions, because Arnold Barbosa told you off of the rip that he was going to be what you call that, like a substitute, a stand-in, just in case somebody alternate, just in case Ryan Garcia pulls out. Why would they have these thoughts that Ryan Garcia is going to pull out? Maybe they already had like an idea that Ryan Garcia was going through some things, and Golden Boy got the hint. And they was like, all right, man, like, we understand this is a big deal. This is a big money fight. This is a big situation. So just in case Ryan Garcia pulls out, we won't have to cancel the whole card. We'll just throw this man in, you know what I mean, to, level things out or get things back on the road. You feel me? So I think that it's no coincidence that they introduced Arnold Barbosa during the main event. During the press conference between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. I think that was done strategically by Golden Boy, because they understand that it might be a strong possibility that Barbosa may be the one that's fighting Devin Haney on April 20th. And at this point in time, I think that it's more realistic that we're going to see Arnold Barbosa versus Devin Haney, which is still a solid fight, but it just don't got that glitter on it that Ryan and Devin got. You feel what I mean? And like I said, it's an unfortunate situation, because it has the perfect story to it to be a big fight, man. Like, these guys grew up rivals in the amateurs. You know what I mean? They got a history of talking back and forth to each other in the pros. So that I wouldn't say it was beef or anything personal. I do think things got personal when this fight first got signed, but for the most part, man, they just been talking crap to each other and really trying to say that they could both beat each other. They both confident in each other's abilities to beat each other. So with that known, man, and also with them being tied up in the amateurs, that's a great storyline to add to their history as well. So it's like, damn, you got all these good things going in terms of the build-up, and both of y'all don't mind talking shit. You know what I mean? You got Bill Haney talking crazy. You got Henry Garcia talking crazy. Bill Haney and B-Hop beefing. Even their own security guards beefing with each other. Devin Haney bodyguard and Ryan Garcia bodyguard talking crazy to each other like they trying to rumble, like they could get on the undercard or some shit. Bro, it is the perfect recipe for a well-promoted fight. Oh my God, bro. I think that a lot of people would have been tuned in for this fight. And then, like I said, it may still happen. You know what I mean? But the promotion for this fight is just as good, if not probably better than the Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia one. You know what I mean? Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis is a well-promoted event. You feel what I mean? They even had the streamers involved doing interviews with them and stuff like that. They was talking crazy back and forth to each other. You know, even getting physical with each other in certain instances, and the Bernard Hopkins going at it with Gervonta and his team and stuff like that. It was a well promoted fight, but I think this one right here, although Devin Haney isn't as big of a star as Gervonta Davis at this point, I do think that their history, their storyline, their rivalry throughout all this time would have neutralized Devin Haney's lack of superstardom. You know what I mean? And I think that this would have really catapulted Devin Haney to a different level. And I really hope that somehow, some way, this fight is still able to happen with Ryan Garcia being in the best place up top. You know what I mean? Mentally, and hopefully we can see a tough competitive fight, possibly a fight of the year type candidate. That'd be extremely dope to see. But I don't know, man. As time goes on, as these days continue to go on, it seems like it's less and less more likely to happen, bro. Like I said, bro, this is Mazuma TV right here. I'm telling y'all right now. Don't be surprised within the next couple days, Golden Boy or ESPN or Mike Coppinger, Michael Benson, somebody is coming out and saying Ryan Garcia has withdrawn from the fight with Devin Haney, and Arnold Barbosa will be stepping up for the main event. Don't be surprised if this were to happen, man. You know what I mean? And like I was saying on Claymore Rain channel, and like I was saying in one of my previous videos, if I'm Bill Haney, if I'm Devin Haney, if I'm anybody within DHP Promotions, if I'm Eddie Hearn shit, I'm strongly advising that Devin Haney and Bill start studying tape on Arnold Barbosa if they haven't already. You know what I mean? Because it seems like this is the more likely opponent at this point in time. You know what I mean? Mazuma TV clip says, why do we need Barbosa though? I don't think it's that we necessarily need him. I just think that he's at the right place at the right time. You know what I mean? Arnold Barbosa is ranked high in the 140-pound division. He's an undefeated dude, and he just most recently signed with Golden Boy Promotions, and this is a Golden Boy event in collaboration with DHP. So with Golden Boy having access to this, being the main promoter for this fight, you know what I mean, being ran by Oscar De La Hoya and stuff like that, I'm sure that he's the one that's in control of who is placed on the main event. You know what I mean? I highly doubt that if this fight were to fall through on Ryan Garcia's part, that Oscar De La Hoya is going to reach out to a top-ranked fighter to fight Devin Haney and stuff like that. No, it's going to be a Golden Boy fighter. They're going to keep this in-house. You feel me? So that's exactly what's going to happen. You feel me? I just think that I don't think we need Barbosa. It just so happens that Barbosa is the strongest candidate at this point in time. You feel what I mean? And speaking of other promoters and stuff like that, I keep seeing Shakur Stevenson coming out saying that he would like to be a substitute for the fight and stuff like that. Man, listen, I'm going to tell you this, and I love Shakur Stevenson. You know what I mean? I love him as a fighter. I like that he's confident in his abilities and he finds a way to win. You know what I mean? I was one of very few people that didn't criticize him too harshly for the Edwin De Los Santos fight. But this man, it's like he really. How can I say this about Shakur Stevenson? It's like this dude, he just finds a way to talk out his ass sometimes. You know what I mean? Like he just says shit that he knows isn't possible or isn't realistic, but he'll still try to push it out there like it's a real thing that could actually happen. And what I'm referring to is Shakur Stevenson going on Twitter, and he's been saying these last couple of days that he'll sub in for Ryan Garcia. Listen, bro, this is like I said, this is a Golden Boy Promotions event. You feel me? You are a top-ranked fighter. You're not with Golden Boy. You know what I mean? So why would Golden Boy Promotions put a top-ranked fighter in position to beat Devin Haney when they could put a Golden Boy fighter in the ring with Devin Haney? Because if somehow, some way they were they had a fighter beat Devin Haney, they will be the ones benefiting. Why would they put a top-ranked fighter in position to beat Devin Haney under a Golden Boy Promotions card? It makes absolutely no sense. But what's crazy is Shakur Stevenson knows this. He knows that that's not possible. You know what I mean? He knows that's not realistic. So the fact that he's coming out his way to even talk about this as if like he all about the action. Maybe he is. Maybe he is all about the action. You know what I mean? Maybe he is. Maybe he is a heavy stepper. What I'm telling you is, he's trying to bring something into reality that's not realistic. He's speaking as if this is actually possible. And like any other businessman, wouldn't even look his direction. Just think about it objectively. You're a promoter, right? You got a stable of fighters. Let's say you got 75 fighters, right? You got 75 fighters. You got to attend to all of them. And somehow one of your cash cows, one of the most popular guys in your promotional stable flips the fuck out, goes cuckoo, isn't able to fight this dude, Devin Haney, but you still got this fight on the line. You don't want to fuck this money up. You want to get this bag, right? You got Devin Haney right here. So you want to make it, you want to be as certain as possible that even if this cuckoo dude pulls out, you'll have somebody else in play. Do you think that they're going to call up Bob Arum and get him involved in a promotional situation so he could break bread with Bob Arum? And, let's say Shakur beats Devin Haney. What is Oscar De La Hoya going to get out of it? He's not here to do favors. He's here to get a bag. He's here to get a bag. So what is he going to do? He's going to put a fighter in position that he promotes because it's going to benefit him if they were to win. Is he going to benefit more if Arnold Barbosa beats Devin Haney or if Shakur Stevenson beats Devin Haney? Barbosa. Why? Because Barbosa is with Golden Boy. He was with Top Rank at one point in time, but he's with Golden Boy now. Who is he going to benefit from? Because he know if Barbosa beats Devin Haney, his next check going to be stupid. His next check going to be stupid. You already know how that go, man. We got 28 people in the building, man. Hit the like button as soon as you come in if you appreciate the content. You know what I'm saying? And this all goes back to what I've been saying about Shakur Stevenson for a while. You should have accepted the 25%. Look at what you're going through right now, bro. Devin Haney and them offer you 25%. Even if you thought it was cap, you should have still took the situation. You know what I mean? Even if you genuinely felt in your soul that Devin Haney was not going to fight you next, you should have never went out of your way to try to renegotiate things or go behind their back to WBC to get a higher percentage of the purse or try to become their mandatory so you can get a 40% split. Well, okay, Texas, what you disagree about? What you don't want to get into? We can talk about it. We ain't got to argue or nothing. We can speak about it objectively as men. Rudy G says it was for Undisputed. He be capping. He be capping because he would be making less money than the 25%. I don't know what y'all talking about. Yeah, Crawford was getting done dirty by Tom Ring. We know that. That's why he sued them. That's why he was trying to take them to court. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Big Dre, that's a fact. Golden Boy looking to keep everything in house. Yeah, we know that. Yeah, we know that absolutely. Well, okay, Texas 16 South says Devin knew Shakur's people weren't going to let him take that 25%. Well, I mean, this is the thing, right? Let's say you Shakur Stevenson, right? Because in terms of who has more power at the table, I think Devin Haney has a little bit more power than Shakur Stevenson at this point in time. So I think it's safe to say that Devin Haney would be the A side in that equation, right? So you're Shakur Stevenson. You on the come up right now. Everybody knows you. You well respected in the game. You one of the best fighters, one of the most skilled fighters in the world, right? And this opportunity happens to be brought to the table, right? This opportunity just happens to fall on your lap. Devin Haney, the undisputed 135-pound champion in the division you just moved up into, offers you a shot for undisputed. But the problem is he's giving you a small percentage of 25%, right? So if I'm Shakur Stevenson, I know I got the ultimate say at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Because your team could tell you all you want. Like, yeah, man, I don't think you should take this. Or, nah, man, that's not enough money, man. You could do better than that. They could tell you that all you want. But guess who's the one that got to sign that contract at the end of the day? Who's the one that actually got to bust that move? You feel what I mean? Who's the one that actually got to get in the ring? Who's the one that actually makes the fight happen? It's the fighter at the end of the day. The fighter is the one that has the ultimate say, regardless of whether they got a promoter or not. Because when you at Shakur Stevenson's level where you well known and you getting 6-7 figure paydays, Anonymous said, I don't care about this convo. No, I was just bringing it back, man. I'm just bringing it back to say, like, it's sad that Shakur Stevenson is asking to sub in on this opportunity when he could have been the main player in this equation if he would have just took the 25%. And what I'm trying to say is, since he's the fighter, you said I think Shakur getting 7 figures. I would believe so. But what I'm saying is, what I'm trying to say is, fighters have the ultimate say at the end of the day. Your team can tell you whatever you want. You know what I mean? But if you genuinely want this fight and you push for it and you be like, yo, I'm not settling for no fight than that, then, his team going to have to respect it. His team going to have to respect it. They work for him. This is the misconception in boxing nowadays. It's like we work for like fighters work for the promoter. Bro, the fighter don't work for the promoter, man. The promoter work for the fighter. The fighter don't fight. The promoter don't get paid. You know what I mean? So we could say all we want. Oh, Devin knew Shakur's people wasn't gonna let him get that 25%. I mean, but if Shakur be like, yo, I'm with this, it's like this is what I'm doing. They don't got no choice but to salute the shit. Okay, let's see. The issue with Shakur and Tank is not just them who you have to convince, it's the people around them who look up to and listen to. You have to get that nod from. I don't know, man. I guess. Yeah, you respect everything, but this situation is dead in the water. Shakur still needs to redeem himself. He should. Shit. Okay. I respect that. I understand where you're coming from. Big J says if the offer was real, he should have called the bluff and in negotiations made sure the rematch clause and reversal of fortunes. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think Shakur should have really pulled his card. I think he should have pulled his card. And if Devin was capping at the end of the day, it would have made Devin look bad. But because you turned down, like you wasn't too enthused with the offer and you turned down the offer, essentially, you allowed Devin Haney to exit out that door without being claimed a duck. He just walked away and was like, okay. I mean, I gave him an offer. He turned it down. Now I'm going to just go up to 40 and continue doing what I'm doing. Maybe that was his intentions the whole time. Maybe that 25% was strictly put out there for Shakur to decline it. Who knows? But If he would have pulled his card, maybe we would be having a different discussion right now. But yeah, that's my whole take on the situation, man. So shout out to everybody that's in the building. You feel me? I spoke on Ryan Garcia. You know what I mean? I spoke on Devin Haney. You feel what I mean? So let's speak about let's continue speaking about this Arnold Barbosa situation, because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I'm like pretty certain at this point that Devin Haney is gonna be fighting Arnold Barbosa. So with that being known, I want to ask y'all in the chat right now, if y'all know Arnold Barbosa. If y'all know Arnold Barbosa, is this a tougher fight for Devin Haney than Ryan Garcia? Yes, no, maybe. I want to know what y'all think, man. Leave y'all answers below. Is Arnold Barbosa a tougher task than Ryan Garcia? Is this a step down? I'm talking about in terms of skill set. I'm not talking about popularity. I'm not talking about being a draw, anything like that. Is Arnold Barbosa a currently undefeated fighter at 140 pounds? I think he's ranked number 1 in the WBO. Is this man, although he's not as well known as Ryan Garcia and stuff like that, he doesn't have the fan base like Ryan Garcia. Stylistically, is he a tougher fight for Devin Haney than Ryan Garcia? Mazuma TV Clip says no. Chris says no. Anonymous says yes. Okay. So we got a yes in the building, man. Now I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I haven't seen too much on Arnold Barbosa. You feel what I mean? I haven't really seen him at any fights that particularly like intrigued me. So I don't really have an answer for y'all at this point in time. But if this fight ends up getting announced, I'm definitely watching some film on Arnold, and I'm gonna really get an indication of where he stands stylistically with Devin Haney, and then I'll be able to answer from there. But it seems like there's some people in here that have actually watched Barbosa, so they got a good idea of what he brings to the table. Mazuma TV Clip said he gets hit too much. Well, yeah, if you're defensively irresponsible, then Devin Haney's definitely going to exploit that. Lorenzo says Barbosa is solid. I think he would be tougher. Okay. Because we got to understand that Ryan Garcia, he has some good things. He got some speed. He got some pop. You know what I mean? He has great conditioning and stuff like that. But besides that, he's very, I'm going to say one-dimensional. I don't think he has much versatility to him. And I think that he's limited in the skill set department. Just keeping it real with y'all. You feel me? So he does possess some great things, but for the most part, he's lacking in skill set. Tank told you that. Devin told you that. A lot of people done told you that about Ryan Garcia. So is Arnold Barbosa what Devin Haney isn't? Meaning, does he have the skill set that Ryan Garcia doesn't have? You know what I mean? These are things that I'm looking forward to figuring out, man. Definitely ready to study some film on Arnold, bro. This is all just like falling into Arnold Barbosa's lap right now, bro. Because you know Arnold Barbosa has been having a tough time trying to get these guys in the ring with him. He's been chasing around Teofimo Lopez and saying he's calling out everybody on Twitter. I just seen him arguing with Shakur Stevenson. Who else he ran down? I think he ran down on Rolly too. You know what I mean? So there's opportunities haven't really been coming his way, but this might be his opportunity to shine. And Barbosa was telling y'all on stage, he was like, yo, these guys over here yelling back and forth at each other. Meanwhile, I'm in the gym grinding. That boy hungry. He waiting for his opportunity. And I'm really getting the feel that Barbosa and the boy know something that we don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that they know, man. I think they know that they've been highly skeptical. They're not believing in Ryan Garcia's ability to step in that ring right now. So I think Barbosa really about to have this opportunity fall in his lap, and he better not take it for granted. Anonymous says Barbosa beat Zorilla way better than Regis did. Yeah, Regis had a hard time with Zorilla for sure. Okay. Chris says, not many attributes from Arnold. If he wants a test fight Richardson, Hitchens, or Montana Love. I don't know about Montana Love, Chris. I don't know. Montana Love got to redeem himself. That was a horrible last performance he had. I don't know if he'll be a test for Arnold. You know what I mean? But Richardson, Hitchens, that's a tough fight for Arnold. But if Arnold was able to beat him, then I'll be like, oh, okay, so he actually is a threat to somebody like Devin Haney, because Hitchens and Devin Haney are they the same fighter? No, but they have some similarities. You feel me? So that would be a good test fight for Arnold Barbosa for sure. Big Dre says Ryan has a lot of chinks in his armor, but has an equalizer in his left hand as well as power on his right. That's a fact. It's that this shit sound like Deontay Wilder, don't it? You could take Ryan name out and put Wilder name right there, and it'll still be correct. You know what I mean? A lot of chinks in the armor, but has an equalizer in the right hand. That's Wilder, as well as power on his right. Wilder got power with both hands, but it just so happens that that right hand got a lot more steam on it and has done more damage. Barbosa needs the opportunities. Barbosa is like 31. He needs to jump into these fights without wasting any time. Well, I think he feels that same urgency that you're speaking on, and I think that's why he's been a lot more vocal lately. You can tell that Barbosa isn't that type of dude, but they're giving him no type of choice. You know what I mean? Because like you said, he's 31 years old, and I got 31 people in the building, man. Seems like a lucky number today, man. Hit the like button as soon as you come in if you appreciate the content. You feel what I mean? Let me see. Mazuma TV clip said, "Did you see Hitchens take on Matias saying he not ready?" Well, I don't know if he said he's not ready, but I seen an interview with YSM. My boy Jamil Parker did an interview with Hitchens. Hitchens was down in Philly, working with Bo and them, with Bozy Ennis and them. I think he said something about him not being a huge fan of the rehydration clause that the IBF has. Now, the IBF has like a next day weigh-in where you can't be no more than 10 pounds. You feel what I mean? But I think it's only in the morning and you able to rock out later on. Richardson Hitchens expressed some concerns that he didn't feel too well after competing for the IBF or being a part of an IBF eliminator or whatever. And he said that he's just not feeling that rehydration situation. So I don't think it was him necessarily saying he wasn't ready for Matias, but I think he said that because Matias has the IBF and he's not a fan of the rehydration thing, that he's not really prioritizing that fight right now. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he got his reasons, of course. Me personally, I feel like if 10 pounds ain't enough to make you feel good after a weigh-in, then maybe that's just not the weight class for you. That's me personally. You know what I mean? Because I'm under the impression that if you put on 10 pounds and you still don't feel good or you don't feel right or you still feel like you're drained and stuff like that, maybe that weight cut is just a little bit too much for you. That's just my personal opinion. You know what I mean? Maybe he's a 47. Maybe he's a 47. I don't know, because if he's a 140 and he weighs 150 and still feels like shit, maybe that's your body telling you that it's taking a lot to get down to that initial weight that you weighed in at. That's just me personally. I think your body don't lie to you. I think it tells you, everything you need to know. 10 pounds ain't enough for you to feel good or feel strong or be ready for a fight. You're cutting way too much, my brother. I would suggest you move up as a result of that. But at the same time, I think I know why Hitchens doesn't want to go to 147. But I'm gonna just leave it like that. Mazuma TV clip says Hitchens a big 142. Yeah, I've seen him before. We about the same size, and I was a 47, so I feel him. But Big Dre definitely participating in the chat today. I appreciate you very much, man. He says IBF championship fights make a fighter stay in his weight class. Yeah. Or make them really analyze where they need to be at. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you this. I remember there was a point in time where Pennsylvania was highly like contemplating doing like same day weigh-ins, or they was doing same day weigh-ins at one point. If boxing were to change tomorrow, if boxing were, and this is how you know there's like this is like a pretty common thing in boxing with people being like weight bullies, or really getting down to the smallest weight class possible to have a size advantage. If boxing were to come out tomorrow and be like, yo, we only doing same day weigh-ins from now on, do you know how many people will be vacant? You know how many vacant belts there would be? Do you know how many weight class changes there would be? There'd be some fighters that we'll see moving up 2 weight classes. Think about this. Let's say Earl was still at 147 and they had the same day weigh-ins. How long do you think he will last there? How do you think his performances will be? You know how many vacant titles there be out this motherfucker, bro? Yo, listen. That'll tell you everything you need to know. Big Dre says Devin would be one of them. Oh, for sure. Devin going up to 54 off that. That boy rehydrate to 165. Yeah. I think 47 will even kill Devin at a same day win. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. But yeah, man, like that's how you know these dudes just be looking for every advantage possible in the weight class. Ray Davis says, we all know, Mark. Same reason that Monster came by a fight at 47. Boots is that guy. That's a fact. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Can't none of these young niggas be Boots. None of them. None of them. Name them. Name them. None of them could beat him. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Everybody keep talking about Shakur and Tank and Devin and all of them. I know Tank a little bit older, but I'm saying them 3 guys. I don't know, man. I know they more decorated than Boots and stuff like that, and they've done more and beat better guys, if that's what you want to say, but I don't know, man. I don't think from a skill set standpoint, I don't think any of them fucking with Boots. All right, let's talk about it. All right, let's take Shakur Stevenson. He got great defense. He understands distance real well. Sharp combinations. Accurate. But let's really break it down. Who's more athletic between Shakur and Boots? Who's faster? Power, explosiveness, combination punching. I don't know, man. I think that Boots is better than a lot of these dudes, bro. Yeah, right. I know that for a fact. I heard about that. This is what I heard. This is what I heard, and y'all hearing it straight from the source. Shakur used to ride over to Philly to go train with Boots and them, right? I think this is back when Shakur was still at like 30, maybe 26 or 26 going into 30 or whatever. And he used to move around with Boots. And from what I heard, obviously, that's his homie. So Boots not trying to nail him or hurt him or anything like that. But from what I heard, like skill for skill, they said Boots was toying with Shakur. That's what I heard. And this is by coaches that was in the gym. You know what I mean? I said Boots be toying with him. And this is one of the best fighters in the world. I know he's significantly smaller, that play a part. But it wasn't like Boots was using his size, against Shakur Stevenson. Like skill for skill. You know what I mean? Just going wit for wit. They said that Boots was really toying with that man. And I've seen Boots toy with world champions when he never had a belt. You know what I'm saying? Like that Boots was nowhere near getting a world title, and I've seen him beat up on world champions and like, bro, like look like they crying and like they stepping out the ring crying. I'll tell you this. There was a world champion in Philly not too long ago, and it's not Danny Garcia. They had sparred Boots to get ready for a fight, right? After they were done sparring, from what I've heard, they said that nigga was boo-hooing after the sparring session. I'm telling you, bro. That might be cap. I don't know. That's just what I heard. They said the nigga was boo-hoo crying. Not like the little quiet, you know what I'm saying, just tear going down the face type shit. I'm talking about like like that type joint. Don't know if that's real. Don't know. Yeah, man, but I heard it from more than one person. I'm gonna tell you that. That's Ennis for you. Hyperventilating, yeah. Yeah, can't even talk type shit, yeah. It was one of them. Real shit. Boost is like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I knew low key it wasn't gonna happen, but when I had brought my fighter over to Bosey's, like it's about to be 2 weeks ago. Yeah, about to be 2 weeks ago. Shit, my guy only 132-pound fighter. I was like, shit, I hope they don't fucking throw Boots in there with him, cause I'm like, my boy about to fight in the Golden Gloves in a couple weeks, man. Like, fuck all that. Fuck that. Better not hit my boy with some sharp shit and then he can't fight because he fucking got a mild concussion or some shit. Man, get the fuck out of here with all that. For sure. Jaden Burney says, bro, I really think Boots one day could be the face of boxing, but let's wait and see. I mean, some wants to crown Boots before we're able to see him fight two big names. I mean, yo, I agree with you 100%. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm just speaking from a totally different perspective than everybody else. You know what I mean? Because I watched Boots come up in the gym years ago and knew that he would be world champion from there on because, like I said, he's the best fighter I've ever seen in the gym, period. And like I said, I've been around world champions, multiple world champions who are currently world champions while I was witnessing them train. Boots is the best guy that I've ever seen, you know what I mean, in the gym performing. But he still has to answer the same questions that everybody else does. And the only way it could be answered is if he faces the elite. You know what I mean? Like Tito Trinidad. Tito Trinidad, my favorite fighter all the time. And he was loved in Puerto Rico as soon as he started to come up. Oh, okay, hold on. Ray Davis says AB and Bill Haney live. Okay, let's go check that out.
Yeah, man. AB, boy, you don't boy. Oh, I can't
don't
wait.
see him.
They're gonna take it out on your ass, and Ryan Garcia, you niggas is I'm getting off this motherfucking live. It's just like that. Adrian Broner.
Oh man.
Ryan Garcia, back out, nigga. You better not back out. They're gonna beat your ass.
Oh well. Okay. Damn.
35 million people
fucking missed it. Fuck. He watching who? Hold on, I gotta see this. Jordan Sheriff with a brilliant question. He said, what kind of style will be most problematic against Boots? Only person I've seen him give him a difficult time is Gary Antoine. Well, I'm gonna tell you this, that was the amateurs. I mean, they were both kids, and I think that Boots is significantly different than what he was in the amateurs. So I don't think that a fight with Gary Antoine Russell will be competitive right now. I mean, I know Gary will obviously say something different, But from what I see and how much they've both grown, and Gary Antoine is a problem at 140. Uh, I'm sorry, these comments be distracting me. But what I'm saying is, what? What? What are you talking about? Texas? Rudy G said they robbed Boots in them fights. I mean, it definitely was debatable. You know what I mean? It was definitely debatable. I thought watching them fights that um Boots looked like he would be the better professional. In my honest opinion, I thought I think that now. I think that Garrett Antoine will be tailor made for somebody like Boots at this current time. But what kind of style would be most problematic to Boots? I would say it got to be somebody that is durable for one, because anybody that faces Boots, man, you got to be able to take a shot because Boots is gonna hit you. I don't give a fuck who you is. You know what I mean? He's that sharp. He's that fast. He's that intelligent. He's gonna find a way to hit you. So got to be durable. Like have a chin. You know what I mean? Be able to take a shot and be able to take a substantial amount of punishment throughout a fight. So that's one. Or just have impeccable defense. You know what I'm saying? Have impeccable defense. So I'm gonna say that. Then what I'm gonna also say is maybe a style that may be problematic for Boots is somebody who throws unorthodox shots. You know what I'm saying? Shots that Boots wouldn't be able to predict because he is very elusive as well. He has great defense, and it's like he see the shots before you throw them. So if you want to be a problematic style for Boots, you got to throw punches that he's never seen thrown in that way before. It has to be unorthodox. You got to have some type of awkwardness to you. You got to have some type of punch. Like you got to have some unpredictability in your stash, man. So definitely gonna be able. You got to be able to take a certain amount of punishment. You know what I mean? You got to have a high pain tolerance for sure, or you just may have stellar defense. You got to have one of those, and you got to be able to shoot combinations that are pretty much unpredictable because Boots, he sees the shots, he makes you pay for them. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's like it's gonna be hard to beat that boy, man. It's gonna be hard to beat that boy. I think it'll take a special fighter to beat Boots, like a Bud or something. I don't think any regular or just good fighter is gonna be able to fuck with Boots, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. But like y'all said, time will tell. Time will tell on exactly how great Boots is or exactly what he become. But I do agree with the comment that was made earlier in terms of him very possibly, potentially, I should say, potentially be the new face of boxing. I think he has everything it takes. He got the look, he got the charisma about him, he got swag. You know what I mean? Cool dude. He don't talk too crazy, but he don't mind talking shit with you if you happen to violate or whatever. And he's exciting, man. He's exciting. Like like there was that one guy, Kareem, that he fought that was on the move constantly, trying to box Boots and stuff like that, even though he lost every round. But for the most part, every fight that I've seen from Boots has been exciting as fuck. Like, there's not too many fighters in boxing today that I would rather watch than Boots. You could put guys like Devin Haney, Shakur, and Devin Haney, Shakur. You could put shit Thurman, whoever the fuck you want to put. You could put Tyson Fury all on at the same time with Boots. I'm gonna tune in to watch Boots fight, bro. You know what I mean? There's some other exciting fighters. You know what I mean? Like when Deontay Wilder in his bag, he's exciting to watch. Hopefully we get to see that side of him again. I think that Better Beef is exciting to watch. I think Tank is extremely exciting to watch. You know what I mean? That probably be the one that make me like really. I'd be like, damn, who I'm gonna watch? Boots or Tank? You know what I mean? But I think that Boots is one of the most and Super El Matias is extremely exciting, of course. So I think Boots is up there, man. Like if you make a list, be like, yo, who's the most exciting fighters in boxing? You gotta put Boots on that list, bro. You got to. Rudy G says definitely Tank. I mean, I can't blame you for that. Tank is an extremely exciting fighter, but with Boots, man, it's like he's putting on it's like he's putting on a display of like entertainment when he fights. Like Tank, he just finding that kill shot. You know what I mean? Once he catch you with it, then the crowd go crazy. But Jaron Ennis' performance against Romain Villa, bro. Benavidez, that's another one, Jordan. That's a great one. That's actually it's actually like my favorite fighter right now. Him, Boots, and Bam are my favorite fighters in boxing right now. But with Boots, do you see like when he fought Romain Villa? You know what I'm saying? This nigga slowed down. He walked to him. Bop. And then when he swung, he slipped that John, bro. He do the showboating, but it's so smooth, bro. Like, yo, listen, Boots is a generational talent. Generational talent. I remember when he fought his first time on Showtime against the boy Armando Alvarez. He was showboating, but in the process of showboating, like he's whooping his ass. You know what I'm saying? It's not even on no Emmanuel Augustus shit. It's not like he in there dancing and shit like that. Like he literally doing his own shit, bro. That slow motion shit is insane. I remember he made the dude slip he made the dude miss like 3 punches, then he just froze. And then the dude swung and then still made him miss. Like this dude right here, bro. That boy is a nightmare. That's a fact. But that's pretty much my talk for the day, man. You know what I mean? I've been on here for an hour and some change, and I'm extremely exhausted from, you know, building up this crib and stuff like that, bro. I had to build this damn sofa, and you know, I still got to add this TV up here. You know what I mean? I got the TV stand, I got the LED. You know what I mean? I had my little food over here. That shit cool now. It is what it is. I appreciate everybody that was tuned in, man. This is a long, long day. But we got a lot of shit done, man. And I think that all the hard work in terms of building this apartment is behind me now. So shout out to Rudy G's. Shout out to Oscar De La Coca. He showed up a little bit late. Lorenzo, Jordan Sheriff with the great questions and stuff like that. He actually said something, and I'm going to actually read this, and I'm going to get up out of here. He said, yeah, only time I've seen him clip clean is when he's been exchanging and someone been landing at the same time as him. Yeah, like Thomas Delorme. Thomas Delorme clipped him with some good shots in between and stuff like that. But yeah, that's definitely an opener. But that's an opener for everybody because you're most vulnerable while you punching. You know what I mean? But are you willing to take that chance to punch with him, knowing that there may be a possibility he might catch you with some big shit? You know what I mean? Those 50-50 exchanges are extremely dangerous. Not everybody willing to roll the dice like that. So that's why I said you got to have some type of durability. But that's pretty much my spiel for the day, man. I appreciate everybody that was tuned in. I mean, I think we had as much as like 32 people on here. So shout out to everybody that was showing love like that. You know what I mean? Hit the like button if you appreciate the content, man. Subscribe to the channel. I don't know exactly if it's just like trolls messing with my subscriber count or the YouTube algorithm just being off, but it'll say I had 1,700, then it'll drop down. It's been going back and forth. It's been fluctuating for the most part. So if y'all subscribe to the channel, it's very much appreciated, man. If y'all leaving a like, it's very much appreciated. Everybody who sent my boy Texas 16 South for the super chat today, I'm appreciative of that as well, man. I hope y'all have a blessed, beautiful night. I'm out of here, man. Peace.